unless we limit and just show the customer.
Yeah, we said the 512 range, we got that.
이런 검색창이면서 검색창이면 검색 구글처럼 그냥 구글하면 딱 구글만 나오고
Oh, please, I wish I knew something like this now. So sometimes I feel like I'm not fun in that loop too. Well, that's the other thing. Not being in that loop, you kind of miss that like oh my water to kind of I have.
Well, what if I don't go up? What if I don't go down the slide?
You were the first month of the lockdown.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
My name is Vi Hong. I'm doing some survey about happiness. So we have some question and answer.
Okay.
Do you mind to give the answer?
Yes. Yes. Happiness, huh? So one is not satisfied and 10 is completely satisfied? Okay. What do you consider true happiness? is this thing?
Do you believe in this world? Do you believe in God? Like something you cannot see, life after death, spirit world? Are you Christian?
Yes, I am. Are you?
Ah, I'm not Christian,
Okay.
but I believe in God.
Okay. What religion are you?
No, I'm not religious.
You're not religious.
In the middle. Yeah.
What is this for?
We have a presentation on Sunday and Thursday. They talk about issue of our life. Yeah, we talk about freedom, like this kind of topic. Somebody use the PowerPoint, explain. Yeah, we are non-profit organization. Yeah, so it's beyond religion. Everyone can listen. It's a universal principle.
Okay.
But we do believe in God. But this God is the creator. We believe He is the creator of this universe and all human beings.
Okay.
So our purpose is we want to let people feel, find the true happiness, true value of the human life, so that they can lead to the true potential as a human being. So this, all this is like some kind of value lesson. People can listen and then they can see what they can learn from the presentation.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the name of the organization?
Thank you everybody for coming out today. Yeah, feel free to stay as long as you want. We're technically not in charge, so do whatever you like.